Sorry if the camera's shaking slightly. I have a really bad habit of wanting to film videos as soon as I walk out of the gym. My heart is still racing. Real quick, I made an Instagram. If you'd be so kind, please go follow me on there. I did not expect this to take off 2 weeks ago when I made this page on a whim, but it has. And if I have the opportunity to reach more people through a different platform, I'm going to do my best to do that. Still going to post content here, of course, daily. Going to post some content there, maybe some different stuff there. So if you have IG, go follow. Now, I'm going to make a new series, I think, and call it Fat Loss Tips. This is episode 1. I mentioned in a previous video that Dr. Layne Norton has a great phrase he uses where he talks about the things we can do to expedite fat loss as levers we can pull. Levers do just that, they give us leverage. I talked about intermittent fasting as a lever you can pull to condense your calories into a small window and feel like you're eating more. I talked about increasing protein intake as a way of pulling a lever to increase your satiety and sense of fullness. Now here's one of my favorite levers you can pull of all time. Steps. Walk, walk, walk. Learning this was pivotal in my fat loss journey. I stalled, I was working out hard in the gym, I wasn't paying any attention to how much I was moving outside of the gym. And when I learned about 8,000 to 10,000 steps a day as a goal or an hour of brisk walking per day, the fat loss really expedited. See, you might go into the gym 4 days a week and bust your tail and wonder why you're not losing weight, but that could only be 3 or 4 hours out of your entire week. What about the other 8 to 12 hours a day we're awake and up and moving around? Here's where the steps come in. The average American walks between 3,000 and 4,000 steps a day, and that is really bad. To give you some frame of reference, depending on your stride length and who you are, how tall you are, a mile is roughly 2,000 steps. 10,000 total steps throughout the day, about 5 miles. Why is this important for fat loss goals? The average person burns between 400 and 600 additional calories per day for every 10,000 steps that they take. So in theory, if I were to keep my calories at maintenance of 3,000 where my weight's not going up or down, and add 10,000 steps, that's an additional 500 to 600 calories a day that I'm burning. And we also know that 1 pound of body fat is roughly 3,500 calories of stored energy. So simply by adding activity, I can create a calorie deficit for myself. And if you're a former fat kid like me who has a huge appetite and can really eat a lot and likes big meals, I would always rather add activity than cut my calories even more. I personally have been able to keep my calories at 2,700 to 2,900 this entire cut and just made sure to get 15,000 to 20,000 steps every single day. Now I worked up to that number over years of building the habit of 10,000. I was able to incrementally increase over time. Here's how you can implement this. Get a step tracker. I personally wear a Garmin. That's because I'm a runner too. A lot of people use Apple Watches. If those are out of the budget, go for a Fitbit. See where you're at steps wise and try to add 1,000 steps a day. That's only about a half a mile or 10 to 15 minutes of walking per day. Before you know it, you'll be able to get up to 10,000 steps a day, 500 calories a day burned additionally. The fat will start melting off and you'll love going outside and going for walks for the mental clarity reasons and the physical benefits you're getting from it. If you don't have an hour straight, try to get 4 to 6 10-minute walks throughout the day. I bet you can find the time. Fitness is simple. It's not easy, but it's simple. Don't overcomplicate it.